All right, and as you may have just heard, another reminder, this is being recorded. Let me give one more minute. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started today. Good morning to everyone who's joined. Thank you so much for making some time to join us here today at the San Jose Clean Energy Business Connect webinar. This one's going to be focused on peak rewards. So thanks again for taking some time to be with us today. My name is Matt O'Reilly. I'm an energy rate specialist on the account services team here at San Jose Clean Energy. I'm joined today by my colleague Mallory Byers, who's a key member of the programs team working on the peak rewards program. And again, just want to remind everyone as we get started that this webinar is going to be recorded, but let's get started covering the content today. All right, so a quick overview of our agenda today. First, I'm going to provide a brief introduction to San Jose Clean Energy, including what we do, who we serve, just some general information about the agency. Then Mallory is going to walk you through the key components of our Peak Rewards program, including the benefits, how the program works, and how you can sign up for it. And then we're going to have a question and answer session at the end of the presentation. But during the webinar, you can feel free to submit your questions using the Q&A feature while we're going through the webinar, and then we will address them at the end. So feel free to put those questions in whenever they come up. All right, so I'm first going to start talking about who we are at San Jose Clean Energy and how we help support our community. So San Jose Clean Energy is San Jose's locally run, not-for-profit electricity generation provider. And we provide residents and businesses with clean energy at competitive rates. And we're operated by the City of San Jose Energy Department. We were launched with community support when we were approved unanimously by City Council in 2017, and we launched service to most of our customers in 2019. You can see on the screen that we have an annual budget of about $500 million, and 94% of that budget goes towards buying clean energy for more than 350,000 customers. Our annual load is 4 terawatt hours, and our peak demand is 1 gigawatt hour. And we also offer 3 primary clean energy options to our customers. We have our default option, which is Green Source, which is 62% renewable. We have a premium upgraded option that's called Total Green, which is 100% renewable for a slight premium. And we also offer SJ Cares, which is our default program for our income qualified customers. And this provides an extra 10% discount on top of the CARE or FARA discount they may already be receiving. So now I'll talk a little bit about how community choice works. San Jose Clean Energy is a community choice aggregator, and this is commonly abbreviated as a CCA. And for your electricity service, there are 2 major portions of it. The first is how the energy is made and sourced, and then the second is how it's delivered to your home or business within the city of San Jose. So San Jose Clean Energy is responsible for the sourcing of energy, and that's the first part of that graphic there, through power purchase agreements of newly built clean energy resources. PG&E is then still responsible for the transmission and distribution. So they're delivering the energy on the poles and wires that they own, and they also manage the meter at your home or business, and they maintain the infrastructure. I'll now talk a little bit about the CCA movement in general. This is not something unique just to the city of San Jose. In 2002, the Assembly Bill 117 was signed into law, and this allowed cities and counties to form community choice aggregation programs. CCAs provide communities with local control over their electricity choice, enabling them to prioritize clean, renewable energy at competitive rates. CCAs operate as not-for-profit entities, keeping revenue within the community and reinvesting that revenue into energy programs and customer assistance initiatives. Currently, there are 25 CCAs serving over 14 million customers across the state of California, and that number continues to grow. As I mentioned in the last slide, the San Jose City Council established San Jose Clean Energy in May of 2017, and we launched service in February 2019 to our customers, and today we serve the entire city of San Jose. I'll now mention some information about the renewable resources that we procure. We've contracted over 1 gigawatt of new renewable energy and battery storage since 2019. These contracts increase the availability of clean energy during all hours of the day. They help improve grid reliability and help reduce reliance on fossil fuels. There are 5 projects currently online and delivering power to our customers, and there's many more coming online over the next few years. And these projects help us meet our climate goals and our reliability goals, all while reducing electricity costs for our customers. I'll now talk a little bit about who we serve, who our customers are, and what our cost comparison is compared to our competitors. So first I'll talk about our service territory. Stated quite simply, we serve the entire city of San Jose. And so our service territory extends to the city limits. San Jose is currently the 12th largest city in the country, and our service territory has a population of nearly 1 million people located within the county of Santa Clara. Now, a quick look at our customer accounts. We serve over 350,000 customer accounts, which you can see on the left side here. 323,000 of these customers are residential, and just under 28,000 of these customers are commercial. So 92% of our customer base is residential accounts. You can see on the right-hand side some more information about our customer base's annual energy usage. In 2024, our customers used about 3.7 million megawatt hours of energy. And 57% of this usage came from our commercial accounts, and 43% of that usage was our resident. This slide is showing a commercial cost comparison. I want to note that looking at the tables here, this is based on a typical or an average commercial customer that's on a B19 rate and based on some average usage numbers. You can see from these tables our 2 products, Green Source and Total Green, that we offer. Green Source is our base product, and Total Green is our premium product. You can see from this cost comparison that San Jose businesses who receive service from SJCE are already experiencing a cost saving just by virtue of being our customers. Customers on Green Source receive 62% clean and renewable energy and have an average saving for commercial customers of about 8.5% compared to rates from the investor-owned utility. And then for our customers who wish to go fully green, we offer our Total Green service, which is 100% renewable and clean. And this further supports San Jose's goal of achieving 100% clean power throughout the whole city. And many of our commercial customers utilize Total Green to meet their corporate sustainability or environmental goals in an easy and a cost-effective way. And now that you have some information on what SJCE does, I'll hand it over to my colleague Mallory, who's going to provide more details about our Peak Rewards for Business program.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. Hi, everyone. My name is Mallory, and today I'm going to be walking you through some of SJCE's commercial program offerings. SJCE has several goals related to their commercial programs, but I just want to highlight some of the most important ones, which are to help San Jose businesses reduce greenhouse gas emissions, promote equity, and make business electricity bills more affordable, support businesses in environmental justice communities, or EJCs, and providing benefits to customers and our community as a whole. The majority of SJCE's customers are residential, and because of this, we offer a larger selection of residential programs. So for any of you who are residents of San Jose, here are some of the programs that you may be interested in. More information on these is available on our website. All right, and now I am going to be walking you through Peak Rewards for Business. Peak Rewards for Business is what we call a demand response program, and the main goal of this program is to encourage energy conservation during high demand energy periods. So this can include especially hot or especially cold days. This program rewards enrolled customers by providing you with bill credits for saving energy or shifting energy outside of these peak hours. If this sounds like a program that you might be interested in, Peak Rewards for Business is now open to all interested businesses for manual enrollment with your meter. And just want to let you know that coming soon, SJCE will also offer incentives for the purchase and installation of smart thermostats within your businesses, which can make it even easier for your business to participate. The benefits of enrolling in Peak Rewards can include getting paid to save energy, contributing to a more resilient grid and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And a little overview about how this program works. So up to 6 times a month, your business will have the opportunity to earn rewards during peak rewards events. These events typically occur between the hours of 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. and usually last no more than a few hours. You will be notified of an event through a peak rewards alert, and an example of this is pictured on the right of the screen. And these alerts will let you know the date and the time frame of the event, and you typically receive these 24 hours in advance of the event. Right. If you are interested in signing up for this program, you can navigate to the Peak Rewards for Business page on the SJCE website and submit the Peak Rewards for Business interest form, which is pictured below for reference. And then I will talk about next steps here. So after submitting this form, SJCE will work with our partner, Uplight, who is responsible for managing customer enrollments to ensure that your business is on an SJCE business rate with a PG&E meter, and also to make sure that you're not participating in any other demand response programs. If both of these conditions are met, we will work with you to schedule a meeting to discuss participation strategies. During this meeting, we will be identifying key people and their role within your business, reviewing and documenting a unique energy saving plan for your business, and compiling a notification contact list for those peak rewards alerts that I mentioned earlier. And your energy savings plan will be completely unique to your business. And if any changes are necessary while you are enrolled in the program, follow-up calls are always available to make changes to that plan. But upon acceptance, your contacts will be enrolled in Peak Rewards for Business, and you'll be able to participate whenever peak events are called. After being enrolled in the program, keep an eye out for those peak rewards alerts. Again, these will be sent to the contact information that was used to enroll in the program. And like mentioned before, multiple contacts can be added to receive those alerts. Once those alerts are called and the event rolls around, just be ready to save energy. A few ways that you can do this are shifting energy use to before or after the peak rewards event, turning off AC and heating, turning off lights, equipment, and electronics in spaces that aren't being used, and also encouraging any employees to turn off personal appliances that they may have at their desks or personal spaces. After the event is complete, your incentives will be calculated. So you will have a unique baseline calculated based on your typical usage between event hours. The incentives are then paid based on the difference between your typical usage and the usage during the event. And these incentives will be paid in the form of a bill credit, and you can typically expect these to show up 4 to 6 weeks at the end of each quarter or season. If this sounds like a program that you would be interested in participating in, feel free to scan this QR code. Just want to let you know that there are no risks to signing up. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the contact information on the slide here. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, Mallory, thank you so much for all that really valuable information. And again, want to thank our audience for taking some time to participate and hear what Mallory had to say. We're going to take some questions now, so feel free to put them in the chat if you haven't already, and we'll start going through those.
Thanks, Matt. Doesn't look like we have any questions in the chat currently. We could give another moment for people who may be thinking of some. And then if you want to prompt them with any questions you have, feel free.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Patrick. A couple questions for you guys if you're willing to answer. We are interested to learn about some ways that your businesses may have tried to reduce energy in the past.
we can give some time now for people if they want to respond to that, or of course, we also understand if it's something you'd prefer to, talk with us one-on-one with. We'd also appreciate getting this info in that format if you prefer. While we're waiting for any questions, I will take a moment. Wanted to provide just a general update from us on some federal policy changes that might be affecting your business. Wanted to make sure that people were aware that the EV tax credit will be going away after September 30th of this year. That's the federal EV tax credit. And the residential tax credit, which affects solar and battery, and many other of these credits will be ending on December 31st of this year. So these don't directly affect San Jose Clean Energy programs, but if you or your business have projects that might be affected by these tax credits, really suggest just looking into that and making sure you're aware of those changes. Again, that's not directly tied to San Jose Clean Energy, but just so you're aware. And then I'll also take a moment to note that we really appreciate business input and feedback as we develop and improve our programs. So if you have feedback, you have ideas, please don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. You can always reach out to us directly at the email on this screen, SJCE Business Requests at sanjoseca.gov. And you can reach out, like I said, with any feedback or ideas on programs, or for any questions about your account or your generation service from San Jose Clean Energy. So you can always reach out to us there. And that goes for any programs you might be participating in, not just peak rewards. So we'll just check back in. Patrick, did we receive any questions?
Sorry, no questions. We just received one, I'm sorry. So yeah, since our staff is reduced, we set our HVAC so that it rarely comes on. We only turn on half our lighting. Our lighting also turns off when no motion is sensed.
That sounds like an answer to our question about what this business has tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful.
Another question came in here. Do you have to opt into all alerts?
Yeah, so once you enroll in Peak Rewards for Business, you should automatically be enrolled with those alerts. So you shouldn't have to opt into anything else. Hope that answers that question. Thank you, Phoenix.
All right, we'll do a last call for questions. Make sure you get them in there if you have any.
Okay. See another question from Phoenix. Do businesses have to participate each time there is an alert? So you don't have to always participate, but it is always encouraged, and you will be incentivized for all of the energy that you are saving during those events. But there is no penalty for not participating.
All right. Well, if there are no further questions, again, really want to thank everyone for taking some time to come today. We really appreciate it. And like I mentioned, feel free to reach out to myself, to Mallory, or anyone at San Jose Clean Energy, whether you have questions about peak rewards or just your service in general. We'd be happy to meet with you. So thank you so much. And I think at this time we will end the webinar.
Thank you very much.